So let's move on. Next, we have Dune Awakening. Did you see Dune, Michael?
I don't think so. No, no.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
not.
I
I'm
saw
not.
like.
I'm not
Mhm.
familiar with it, but I haven't seen it.
Okay. Well, if you have access to
Yeah.
HBO Max, you can still see at least the most recent thing, the Zendaya version, or Zendaya, excuse me,
Yeah.
version. I don't know why I mispronounced that name right there. I keep getting it wrong. Anyway, so this is obviously a video game that is designed in some capacity off of the movie that we just got out in, like, I think it was 2020. Yeah, it was 2020, tail end of 2020, and I saw like 2/3 of that movie. I never got around to seeing the ending. This reminds me, like, first thing when we wrap up this particular episode tonight, I gotta go back into HBO Max and finish watching that movie now because I had no idea that we were going to be getting a video game based off of Dune. But here we go. I guess we'll try to go ahead and make some comments on it afterwards. Here's Dune Awakening.
I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death that brings total obliteration.
Wow, Tremor 6 looks amazing.
I will face my fear. I will permit it to pass over and through me.
That doesn't look like Timothy Chalamet.
And when it has gone past, I will turn the inner eye to see its path. Where the fear is gone, there will be nothing. Only I will remain.
Okay, so that was Dune Awakening, which
so this
is apparently being
this
marketed
is
as
a
an
game.
open. Sorry.
This is a game.
Yeah, this is an open world survival MMO basically.
I thought you said. Oh no, you said you had to finish watching the movie. Now they made a game.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I'm fine. Yeah.
So this is one of those situations where, like, I wish I had a better frame of reference, quite honestly, for what this is talking about at the end of the day than the first 2/3 of the movie that this is clearly based off of. But I'm surprised that we're getting MMO games spun directly out of movies, as though the MMO can just go on in perpetuity by virtue of it being an MMO, and the IP will never get stale because of that. I mean, haven't we learned from the Matrix Online? Like, at some point, the servers are going to get shut down once the player base is below a certain threshold, or the game stops pulling in money to really sort of like pay for itself. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Kaiko, would you play a game like this?
I don't understand the gameplay of it, and I was thinking it was a movie, and then I was like, it looks like a game, but it's like so good. I was really confused for a second, and I was like, but I'm just like, but just to say that, what kind of gameplay you getting out of this? It didn't really tell me. Like, I mean, it just kind of started, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about this one.
You say it's a like it's an online like type of game. Is that what you're saying? Like
some kind of massively multiplayer action game. It looks like,
Okay.
and it's going to consoles. It's going to next gen consoles. So I saw PS5, I saw the Series consoles, the Xbox Series consoles, and I saw PC. It's going to that as well.
But see, I like games, you know, that you can play on console, that you can play with everybody. Warcraft type of thing. I say World of Warcraft because I used to play World of Warcraft, and that was everybody had their own person. Everybody was playing with their own world, and you could the first game that I really that and RuneScape. You know, that was the first game that those two that I played like that. So I like games like this, but I don't know, so
Well, let's give it a thumb rating and move on. What would you give this based on the fact that this is an announcement trailer? It's not supposed to really do anything other than be a graphical proof of concept. Based on the fact that this is an announcement, what thumb would you give this?
I give it a thumbs up. It looks good. It looks interesting. The vibe is giving off the letters. The letters that the letters are giving off is good.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think yeah, I know what you mean, and it's for that reason that I'm going to give it a side thumb, basically, because even if this is an announcement trailer, I mean, this is trying to be an MMO. There's got to be something else to be able to work off of, to at least sort of give a sense of what kind of what kind of game this really kind of can be within the Dune IP. What in the world going to be dealing with, and presumably using these gigantic hook things to latch onto the sandworms as a way to sort of, I don't know, navigate around. Maybe like if you're selling me a video game where you can gigantic sandworms around a never-ending desert, and then that's going to be sort of a justification of 90, 100, 120 hours of gameplay at least. I don't know. The economy and the mission difficulty and the immersion of the community and how easy it is to sort of like party up and connect with people and have the full MMO experience had better be darn amazing, because that could get old pretty soon, theoretically. But anyway, that's first thoughts on Dune Awakening, which is coming to Xbox Series consoles and PS5 and PC as whoops, hang on 1 second. Darn it. Sorry about that. Anyway, all right, so let's get back on track here. Thanks once again for watching Trailer Reactions right here on Weekend Showcase, streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook at Weekend Showcase, or the Linktree link, which is scrolling at the bottom of the screen still. Also appreciate you smashing that like button and YouTube notification bell, or follow us however you can to support the channel.